having tea and scones, but I'm being joined now by one of the speakers of the previous session, Dr. Mathews, who had some really interesting comments to make. I want to start with the issue of corruption. You went for the jugular, you didn't mince your words. What provoked that?
The thing is, every day if you read the newspapers, we hear unhealthy stories of people in positions of trust having or being alleged to have stolen money. I think this is sickening to the public, and we need to engage it head on. And I said in my input, it's not ANC policy for anyone to steal money. ANC policy is that when you are entrusted with the money, you must administer it properly and deliver services.
I guess the question a lot of people would ask is, having been in a leadership position as a member of the past, the immediate past National Executive Committee of the ANC, did you do something?
We always spoke against corruption. And what I did today was re-articulate the ANC policy. That in Mangaung we took a very stand on the matter, that we should be hard against those who steal money or abuse their positions of trust to enrich themselves or their families.
Now, you spoke also about the National Development Plan and the need for the ANC government not to dilly-dally, but implement something it had decided it was going ahead with.
My friend, we took a decision in Mangaung about the National Development Plan. And everybody was there. The ANC was there, Kathrada was there. No one raised objection to us taking that decision. What is good governance? Implement your decisions and create policy stability. We cannot start counting beans and say the yellow ones we don't want, the blue ones we don't want. We've got a policy we decided in Mangaung, and the business of government is to implement that policy.
Mr. Phosa, thank you very much. Some really thought-provoking comments there. We will, I'm sure, explore those further. But I'm being joined right now by the patron of the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation himself, just to talk very briefly about what's behind this conference and what he hopes to achieve. Mr. Kathrada, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
What is the thinking behind this conference? What is it exactly that you are trying to do?
It's part of our policy. The reason for our existence is deepening non-racialism. We know that it is entrenched in the policy of the ANC, it's entrenched in the policy of the Constitution, but it's on the back burner. And it's very crucial that we keep this alive, the whole thing of non-racialism, especially among our young people who are not very well versed in our past. And they don't know the freedom did not fall from heaven. With freedom came responsibilities. And when you talk of responsibility, you've got to take everything into account, how freedom was achieved. So that's some of the things we are trying to do.
Now, what do you say to someone who says, but issues of poverty, issues of inequality are perhaps the issues that should take at center stage, and perhaps less so things like non-racialism?
No. You see, you can't divorce the two. Poverty is basically among the poorest of the poor, the needy, and that's the African people. You see, so you can't divorce that from non-racialism. So we say the challenges today are different. It's no longer apartheid. It is, as you say, poverty, hunger, disease. Those are, and what we say is it is not a matter on which political parties must have scoring points. And here I always bring the example of Robben Island, where we had different political parties, but a common enemy, and that was apartheid. Here the common enemy is poverty, hunger, disease, unemployment, education. Why can't they work together on these issues?
Now, lastly and very briefly, all the decisions that are going to be taken here, the recommendations that are going to be made, the ideas that are going to come through here, how are they going to get to the people who matter, or what is going to be done about them?
Well, that's a challenge. What our foundation will do is collect together all the information that is gathered, very valuable information, and then see how it reaches out to people so that we can mobilize people, especially young people, around these issues.
Catherine, thank you very much. Well, the patron of the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, the man in whose name the proceedings of the next couple of days are indeed being held. You heard it from the horse's mouth. From me, Vuyo Mvoko, it's goodbye for now.
That's Vuyo at the summit there, the SABC's contributing editor on the line.